It's a Big Froggy 101 and ForeverStayCollege.com exclusive live in the Big Froggy 101 studio right now. Someone who drove a very, very long time to get here today. In studio right now performing her brand new single, Better, Delaney Grant.
Yeah, you're like a story, so much to you. The best part about it is it's all true. Someone ought to tell you, someone ought to show you now. You're not a sunset, not a California dream. You're better, better. You're not a picture perfect painted on a silver screen. You're better, 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 better than everything. Yeah, you're like a full moon, brighten up my dark night. And everything that you do, somehow you get it right. Someone ought to tell you, someone ought to show you now. You're not a sunset, not a California dream. You're better, better. You're not a picture perfect painted on a silver screen. You're better, 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 better than everything. Not a sunset, not a California dream. You're better. You're not a sunset, not a California dream. You're better, better. You're not a picture perfect painted on a silver screen. You're better, 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 better than everything. Better than everything.
Very nice. Delaney Grant, live at the Big Froggy 101 studio. Now, you wrote that song, so is that about anyone in particular, or?
It actually, it's about my sister. So my sister, she's the one that actually came to Nashville with me and everything, and she is 14. So she's at that age that a lot of girls are not confident in themselves. So I definitely wasn't at all. She's very confident, but there's definitely a lot of insecurities for kids that age. So I wrote it with two guys, and it kind of started, they were singing about a girl, and then I was kind of like, how am I supposed to take that, get the feeling out of it?
Yeah.
And so then I was like, oh, I could, I guess, take a spin with the younger kids. And I was in a pageant as well, Miss Teenage Canada. So I saw a lot of that and was, so it was just kind of building kids' confidence. And
Well, it was co-written by Andy Gibson, who people might know that name. He co-wrote Jason Aldean and Kelly Clarkson's Don't You Want to Stay?
Yes, he did. And he is, I actually took a picture of it to show him because on Sirius it was playing, and he was like, oh, cool. He's so laid back. It's funny. I was like, oh, I'd be like jumping up off the walls if that was
I'm Mr. Big Hit Songwriter, so.
Yeah, but no, he's really nice and hilarious. And we wrote another song actually when I was in Nashville this time, and I had to keep them on track a couple times because they're guys too, and they were just a bit talking about this new show called Uncle Grandpa. So, but
and you're probably like, huh?
Yeah, I didn't get it, but they were laughing really hard about it. But they're great guys for sure.
When you're saying though too, like about how maybe girls are kind of just hitting that teenage years phase. Might not be confident. And it seems like, at least for me, I was born in 1985.
Okay.
It seems like this is a whole different generation with like a whole different set of struggles than I would have seen when I was a teenager. Yeah,
it is. For sure. I think society has a big impact on that too. And I definitely was, but now it just keeps getting more and more and more. And kids start wearing makeup younger too, and which is not a bad thing, but it's still just... It's just not feeling confident enough in themselves to wear no makeup. I don't know. It's just,
Like, just enjoy being a kid.
Exactly.
Enjoy while you can.
I wish I could go back to being that age.
I don't want to have to pay bills or have any adult problems at all.
I don't really have that issue quite yet, but working.
Give it a couple more years.
Yeah.
Well, you said you were in a beauty pageant too.
I was, yes. I was in Miss Teenage Canada. Yeah.
So, okay, university student, country singer. How? Like, how does all this come about?
Well, when I was really young, my mom always had me in dance competitions, fiddle competitions, and sports. So I feel like if I had a boring life, I don't know how I would deal with it because just being at school and just studying, it's very boring and I always need something to do. So, the pageant, that was a real eye-opener, and I actually became a lot more confident in myself and started taking my health and fitness more seriously, and I started fundraising for Free the Children, Cardiac Kids, and Frederick's Ataxia.
Awesome.
So that was a huge life-changing event. So, and I was fortunate enough to come top 20 in it, so I'm very happy about that.
So more pageants in the future then, you would say?
Probably not. But
okay, just everything's getting too busy now.
Yeah, I'm going to focus just on my singing, and I'll be 20 in August, so I will not be able to compete in any teen pageants anymore.
Well, yeah, there's that part too.
Yeah.
So, and you've been playing music your entire life. You started playing fiddle at age 4.
Yes.
So how do you even learn an instrument when you're that young?
I don't
4 years old?
remember. I remember sort of. I always went to, my mom took lessons as well. So she was taking lessons from my cousin, Danny O'Connell. And then I started taking lessons with my little sister too. And this went in between me and the other sister.
Okay, there's another sister that is not here right now.
There's 4 kids in my family.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so me and my sister just started playing, and we'd go because we get to get candy from Big Dan. So that was my cousin's dad. So he would always give us candy.
That is your reward.
Yes. Yeah. So, and it was just fun going all the time. So
then you play guitar, obviously, piano and mandolin. I mean, I could barely handle guitar, and you're playing 4 or 5 different instruments here.
Yeah, well, I guess you could say I get sometimes bored. I know in high school, my teacher assigned me the clarinet, and I went through all the instruments in the whole music department before I just couldn't stay with one thing.
It's we can't give you any more. You've already done them all.
Yeah, well, not quite. Not like Hunter Hayes, but... No, yeah. But fiddle is definitely my primary instrument just because I've known it for the longest. But I love playing guitar when I sing because it's just kind of comes hand in hand a bit.
So you grew up with a lot of folk music in your family.
Yes.
So how did you kind of branch out to listen to country music? And I'm guessing probably Shania Twain's a huge influence for you, being one of the biggest Canadian superstars ever.
Yes. Yeah. So I listened. I always played fiddle music, and I listen to country all the time, and classic country. Every Sunday they have it on a radio station at home, and so my dad and my mom always loved country music, and I've always loved it, and that's been my favorite type of music. So that's kind of how,
And here you are now.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, too, because people might not realize, the Canadian country scene is way different than it is here in America. I mean, guys like Keith Urban, George Strait are always going to be huge no matter where you are, but there's a lot of homegrown Canadian country stars that are trying to make the jump to America.
Yes, there is. There's amazing artists like George Canyon and Jordan McIntosh, he's new, too, and Kira Isabella. There's so many. Jason Blaine. I can't even name all of them. Beverly Mahood. There's just so many. And Shania Twain, of course.
Shania Twain. Everyone knows Shania, at least.
Yes, she was a huge influence on me, for sure. I remember making up dance routines to her when I was 4 years old. So she's definitely always been there. My biggest influence, one of them. Yeah. Dancing while playing the fiddle at the same time, right? Yes, I have done that. It is very challenging. That was my step dancing teacher at the time when I was in grade 9. He wanted to do it was called Fiddle-Fied, I think. Fiddle-Fied? Yeah. And it was kind of like a bow fire. I'm not sure if you heard of them, but it's Canadian. Not really, no. Yeah, and it was you play fiddle and step dance at the same time, and we actually made it to the ADA National Dance Competition in Boston. So I guess his techniques definitely worked for that, but it was very hard. I don't know if I can still do it, but we'll put you on the spot and have you demonstrate it in
film it while we're doing it.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to put you on the spot before you leave the building.
I don't know if I could dance in these high heels, but...
Well, you mentioned that Better is your new single. It's your first international single. Your last song, Black and Blue, actually got a lot of airplay in Canada, right?
Yeah, I got a couple stations, yeah, for sure. And it was a stepping stone to where I am now. So it was just my first single, and we got it done. It was produced a lot differently than Better has been. So we kind of discovered my sound after that single was released. And yeah, it was one of my first songs I ever wrote, too. So I've written a lot since then, too. So.
And the full-length album will be out sometime in the next few months, right?
Yes, in the next few months, around May, maybe June.
Can you give us the release date, or is it kind of still up in the air right now?
It's still a bit up in the air, but we have a couple of songs, hopefully, that are, like, we just have to shuffle around which ones, because I've written with a couple artists, or a couple songwriters when I was in Nashville this time. Phil Barton, he wrote Woman Like You, Lee Bryce, and Chris Bergnest. I have a hard time saying that last name, but and he wrote Tim McGraw, and I can't even name all of them, but he was, so there's definitely a lot of like good new songs that I'm excited about. So,
are you writing all your own songs, or are you kind of taking some outside songs too?
I'm all my own songs for the EP, yes. And if amazing song comes though, like something like Jesus Take the Wheel,
you're not going to turn it down, right?
No, I will not turn that down.
So do you want to play us another song that's going to be on the album?
I'll play one that possibly will be on the album.
Okay, so this might be an exclusive.
Yes, it's one of my favorite ones to play, and I actually wrote this one by myself. So it was about, not a breakup, but, kind of a breakup. It was, I just broke up with someone and pursuing someone new, and then it didn't turn out the way I planned. So it's called Break a Broken Heart.
All right, Delaney Grant, live on Big Froggy 101.
Foggy night, end of September. You took me to a secret place. Devil smile and those deep brown eyes. I should have seen it from a mile away. When you leaned in, hands on my hips, pulling me close. You turned around, left me in the dark, and I should have known. But why did you have to break a broken heart? You had me when I was down and tore me all apart. I know that we were friends and you didn't want to risk it, but we should have thought of it before the start. Why did you break a broken heart? Break a broken heart. Hasn't been long since I left him, and you knew what I've been going through. When you leaned in with a soft kiss, you shouldn't have pulled that move. Farmer's daughter, neighbor's son, too good to be true. And I guess I didn't know you. But why did you have to break a broken heart? You had me when I was down and tore me all apart. I know that we were friends and you didn't want to risk it, but we should have thought of it before the start. Why did you break a broken heart?
Delaney Grant, live in the Big Froggy 101 studio. Now, does the guy that you wrote that about know it's about him, or he's not even heard it yet?
I don't think he's heard it yet. Hopefully he hasn't heard it yet. I would feel bad because he's a good friend, so, well, now. But
it took a while to get to that point.
Yeah, a wee bit.
Well, it's a true story, so, I mean, he'll have to understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of his fault in the long one, right?
Exactly. It's like Taylor Swift. If you break my heart, you're going to have a song written about it, so...
Well, and you probably grew up with Taylor Swift a lot.
I did, yes. So. She is a huge influence. She's such a positive role model, I find, and her music is just very relatable for everyone about my age, even older too. And yeah, I can't even say enough about her, but she's amazing.
So you definitely took her advice on that one.
I did, for sure. Don't
hurt me or else you're going to know, and the whole world's going to know.
Yes, and look where she is now. So.
And she grew up just about 3 hours away from here in Reading.
Yes, and it feels like it's kind of cool being in her home state, I guess, of Vernon. But.
Well, and you have a Martin guitar. That's from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Yes, I didn't know that, but I love my Martin.
You have like a huge Pennsylvania connection already. So.
I do. I love the feel, yeah. I really like Pennsylvania. Actually, my dad used to be a dairy farmer, and when they sold their quota, it actually came to Pennsylvania. So my favorite cow that my dad had, it's here. Or she might be passed away by now because it was a couple of years ago, but her name was Snowflake. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you take it right down Route 45, I know you guys have to get back to Canada tonight, but I mean, it's like all dairy farms. I mean, it's a very rural area out here. So
yeah, it is. It feels a lot like home for sure. We have just outside of Ottawa, it's very rural, and yes, so it kind of feels homey.
Well, and you'll be home again in about 17 hours or so. Right?
Yeah, we will be.
So for more info, where can they go? Website, social media?
Yeah, you can go to my website, DelaneyGrant.com. I'm on Facebook at Delaney Grant Music, Instagram, Delaney Grant Music, and Twitter, Delaney Grant 21. And that's all on my website as well. So,
I mean, and you're 19, so of course you're going to be all over every single social media site there is.
Yes.
How about Pinterest? Do you Pinterest?
I actually am getting onto that. My friend showed me a whole bunch of stuff, so she screenshots it and sends it to me. But I have to get on that because I love the stuff she sends me. So.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
And it's Delaney.
Yes.
Delaney.
Yeah, and then Grant.
Country singer, dancer, pageant queen, college student, just everything.
Yes, a bit of everything for sure.
Well, hey, thanks for stopping on by, Delaney, and safe travels back to Canada tonight.
Well, thanks for having me. We really appreciate it.